All right, today we'll be removing the rear fender on a Kawasaki Prairie 400 four-wheeler. A couple tricks to it, some may not know, so I'm gonna go through the steps of doing that. First thing, you've gotta remove your seat here, and that's by your toolbox in the back of the four-wheeler. Just go ahead and pull that string there, and it will unlatch your seat there. Pull your seat off. A little bit easier to do this with two hands, but go ahead and pull the seat off then, and then I've disconnected a couple wires already just to make it simpler for videoing, and we've removed a 10mm bolt here. There's 10mm bolts on the back here where the seat latches, and then there is some Phillips right here, kind of right by your CDI box there, and then also a Phillips holding this mount on. There's your starter relay that goes here, that's two 10mm. You just need to remove one, and then this clip here, and then your battery terminals obviously need to be removed. This battery brace here, after you pull that 10mm, will just slide off just like that. We've got your cables here that we've already disconnected. Go ahead and lift your battery out. And then what you're gonna wanna do, there's a little pad down here in your battery box. You're gonna go ahead and lift that up, and there's two screws clear down in there in the bottom of that battery box that you will have to remove to pull this rear fender. So then after we get that done, we go down, and you can either remove them here at the bottom of your footwell, or you can remove these three here, and a couple of them have nuts in behind them, so you just want to be careful pulling those apart. You're not sitting there spinning, because you will need to put a wrench on the back area here. This one in the center that we already removed has a brace that comes off of this bottom foot peg here, and it goes up to this center one, so that one you don't have to hold anything. Going around to the other side, same thing on this side with your footwell. You could either pull the bottom, and there's only two down here on the bottom, or you can pull, there's four on this side, so you have to get those removed. Going back up here to the rack, now this has got an unusual rack, and I've shown this in several other videos, but we've got 10mm bolts with 12mm nuts on the bottom side of these, and you will have to remove 2, 4, 6, 8 of those, and that'll pull your top cover off here. And then there will be, I believe, 4 bolts holding your frame, and I'll take you down there, holding your frame that's right here, that wraps and that mounts to the actual frame of the four-wheeler. So those will have to be removed. Once you get those done, there's a brace that runs all the way across the bottom of the four-wheeler, and this will be one of the ones that you have to remove after you get this plastic or this fiberglass rack off of there. You'll have to pull that one there. And then as far as that goes, now that you can just push your electrical through the hole here. This just slides off there. Your CDI box can just unhook here, push down on the clip that's right here, and then you can pull your CDI control box off. A couple other just small pieces that you'll have to disconnect there, and then you can go ahead and push them through that hole there, and then everything will be disconnected for that rear fender to come off of your Prairie 400 four-wheeler.